This is Pro Series Off Topic.
Welcome back to Off Topic. This is episode 47. Today is going to be all about home trends coming off of KBIZ and the Pittsburgh Home Show. I am inspired to talk about a topic that I've covered multiple times on the podcast, but I've never really got into this side of it. You probably know I hate home trends. I think they are, obviously a gimmick, but obviously a thing that companies need to do to stay relevant, which is totally fine, and I totally get it. If I was a company, I'd probably be doing the same exact thing. But as an interior design perspective that truly cares about the homeowner and the return on investment and going out of style and all that stuff, this is my opinion on it. So this is for anybody who is looking to do a home renovation project in the near future, and you're on Instagram, you're on Pinterest, you're on the internet trying to find the latest trends to put in your kitchen so it looks in style. This is where you should stop. Design trends are only made for you to feel bad about your space or feel outdated faster. If you look back at all these decades of even starting the 2000s when that Tuscan style was a huge thing, you could walk into a home, know exactly what time period that house was designed in. Or in the past, 5-10 years when everything was white and gray, when that is, when that was in style. Trends are the easiest thing to make your room go out of style as fast as possible. They're made so you can make and buy more product, which is totally fine. If I was a business, I'd be doing the same exact thing. But if you are truly not wanting to do that kitchen remodel or that bathroom remodel in the next 5 to 10 years, and you just want to do it once and get on to a different project, which in my mind, as an interior designer that truly cares about the customer, I'd rather do a project that truly fits your space, fits the architecture of your house, fits everything about your area. It just makes sense with your space. Make it a classic look. And then you come back in 6 to 8 months and then we do your master bathroom or your closet. I don't want you to come back and redo the kitchen that we just did a year and a half ago. That's not something that I would want to do if I was the customer. Trends, they're there for a reason. They want you to buy more product. And also, if you went to Walmart every day or you went to wherever you shop for clothing and they had the same exact clothes 24/7, you would never buy something new because it's always the same product. You have to evolve as a company. You have to evolve for the trends and everything. So I get that. But make sure your designer knows that you want to design to make it a classic look that fits the architecture, that will stand the test of time when it comes to trends. Don't go with the top trend of that year or the top color of that year. That's when your room will go out of style the fastest. I promise you that's how that happens. So if you stick to that key of advice, you're probably better off with your home renovation. I know Nate Berkus, I posted a quote a while ago, and I've probably posted it multiple times, and I'm just going to kind of say it verbatim, not really exactly how he said it, but it was something like, design trends are made to make you feel bad for what you already have or the space you have, something like that. And it's so true. You see that beautiful new trend on TV or in a magazine or wherever on Instagram, and it makes you feel bad. You want to renovate your home. You want to renovate that kitchen or bathroom. That's what it's meant to do. And that's totally fine. But if you don't love your space and you're just designing for the trend because you think that's what it's in style, then that's when you're going to hate the space in a year and a half. I promise you that's going to happen. But as a designer, like I said, I'd much rather you love your space and then come back at a later date, want to do a bathroom or a closet or the basement or whatever the next project is. I don't want you to come back hating what we just put in a year prior because the trend's out. That's not what I want. So let's get into Country Music Weekly. A decent amount came out this week. First up, Chris Janson came out with a new single called What You See Is What You Get. Good song. We haven't heard anything from him in a while, so it's good to hear from him. The In my opinion, song of the week, there's two. First up, Avriana. If you don't know her, she's a newer country artist. She actually opened up for Kelsey Ballerini last year in Pittsburgh. That's actually the first time I've ever seen her or ever heard of her. But she has been doing really well. She has another song on, it's huge on Sirius XM if you're a huge, like the Highway listener or any of that. She has a song with, it's escaping me who the male country artist is, but it's called Will Do. Um, so check that one out. But this song is called Make It Look Easy. Check that out. I think this will be her breakthrough single. It is a great upbeat kind of breakup, separation type of song. I think she'll do really well with that. Next up, Brantley Gilbert is has a new single called Off the Rails. To me, I'm not a fan at all. It's kind of very I don't want to say horror filmy in the beginning, but it's very odd in the beginning. I don't like it at all. Uh, Next up, for the second single of the week that I think is top notch, is Brian Kelly came out with a new song called Kiss My Boots, which is reportedly about Tyler Hubbard. If you don't know, Brian Kelly was one half of Florida Georgia Line with Tyler Hubbard. Tyler Hubbard is having a very successful career on his own right now. Brian Kelly has been releasing music actually longer than Tyler Hubbard has. He just hasn't like popped off the way Tyler has. But this song, I guess, is reportedly about him. I don't know if I believe it. It just sounds like a breakup song. Uh, Go check that out. I think that's his breakout single. And then next up, Jake Owen. Jake Owen is one of those artists, to me, one of the most underrated country artists out there. He has released music in the past that has been so good. And, he has a lot of number ones, don't get me wrong, and sellout tours, and he has awards and stuff, but he doesn't get the recognition that he really deserves, and especially in the past 5 to 6 years, he hasn't. And he just released part one of his Palm Trees and Palm Readers live album. So it's a bunch of number ones he's had or deep album cuts that fans just love. And as a huge fan of his, it's 8 songs that I truly love. Great artist that who does some great things. Go on and check some of his music that he doesn't release as singles. He released a cover of Cher's Believe a couple years ago, and it was awesome. And he obviously countryfied it and made it a really cool hit. I don't know how it didn't get. He should have released it to country radio or something because it was such a cool concept of releasing a old pop song into a country format. It was really cool, but go check that out. Jake Owens, his last album, also Loose Cannon, was amazing. I don't know what happened there. Nothing's getting released to country radio. No music videos, like nothing's going on there. It came out like last June or July, and I don't know what's going on. But go check that out. Jake Owen is a very, very underrated artist. So let's get into the media-based chart. Thomas Rhett with number 5 and Morgan Wallen with Mama's House. Number 4 this week, Hardy with Truck Bed. Number 3, Kane Brown, I Can Feel It. Number 2, Warren Zyder, Pretty Little Poison. He was the number 1 last week, and this week, number 1 is Cody Johnson, The Painter. Great song. He did just release, or he's about to release, Dirt Cheap, which is my favorite song off of his Leather album, to country radio in the next couple weeks. If you have not heard that, go check it out. Listen to the lyrics. It's such a great written song. It's one of those storyteller songs like I talked about last week, talking about a man that lives in a house that has a lot of land. These business people come up to the house wanting to buy the house because they have a new subdivision mapped out, and they want to buy the house, and he could leave town a rich man, and the old man is talking about why he does not want to sell the house. Such a cool concept of a song. Love it. Go check that out. That's all I have this week. Thank you for listening to Off Topic, episode 47. We have another pro series coming out early this week. Check that out. But in the meantime, have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll talk soon.